Here are 10 things you should know before building your ship in Starfield. Number 1. So you can go to the Alpha Centauri system, planet Jemison, and then New Atlantis, or any number of other spots where you can build a ship, and choose one of the following: Ship Builder or Upgrade Ship. Now the Upgrade Ship option will pretty much do the same thing, but it will allow you to do it much faster. Say you want to upgrade one of the weapon systems and not rebuild the precision. You can choose a better weapon and still be gone in an instant. Number 2. The most commonly asked question: how to add parts onto your ship. Well, if you click on the shipbuilding menu and then aim at the canvas instead of your ship parts, you will now see a button to add something. If you click on that, the building menu will be visible. On Xbox, it is A. Number 3. While shipbuilding, you can use the left stick for left and right movement, the right stick for rotation, and both at the same time for looking above and under the ship. When you want to place a certain part in the ship, you will see it sticks to the nearest ship part, sometimes too low or too high. To solve this, use the D-pad up and down to adjust the height of the camera, but also the parts being placed. You can also zoom in and out with the left and right triggers. Number 4. If you want to redo certain parts, just grab all of the parts that are in front of it and place them next to the ship on the canvas to reapply later. In this way, you will still have all the parts ready to go and you won't have to search for them later on. Additionally, if you bought a ship, you may not have access to all of the parts, so this is a safe way. Number 5. If you place a new weapon system, you will get the error: ship has weapons that must be assigned to a group. To solve this, go to the flight check menu and hit RB. Here you will see the weapons menu, and from there you can link it to weapon system 0, 1 or 2. This will impact the placement of the weapon in your HUD, so also the controls to operate them. Choose wisely. Number 6. Sometimes you will get errors regarding the dock. So let's say you've chosen a top dock and it's at the top, but it still gives you the error: Docker module needs to have an interior connection. This will happen because you have no direct connection between the walkable area of your ship and the docking module. So for example, you can attach it to the other module, but as long as you cannot go there from the habitat module, it is useless. And so it will give you this error. Number 7. Another annoying error is the cannot reach the cockpit from landing bay error. And this one is pretty easy to fix. You need to have a look at the directions in the module you're placing and the type of doors on there. For instance, if we look under this module, you can see that the arrow points upwards, and here there is 2 slots. But on the landing bay, there is only one at the back, because the first one is for portholes or other attachments. So if you would place a 1x1 on this area, it wouldn't have any connection to the cockpit, meaning you couldn't physically walk towards it, and that's necessary. So always check which connection you have and if they match up. So as a last example, if you place a module with only doors at the front and the back on a landing bay, which would need one at the bottom, it won't work. Number 8. If you aim at a ship part and click on the left stick, you will get the color menu. Here you can adjust 3 colors for every piece of kit you have. So let's say you want different colors for different parts. You can do that. But if you just want to color the whole ship in one go, click Select All first. On Xbox that's LB, but you can see the controls on your screen too. Once everything is selected, you can adjust the color with the left stick and select one color for every part in each of the 3 segments for coloring. So if you want a pink ship, you can totally do that. Number 9. There are different versions for some items. So if you press the D-pad left or right, you will cycle through them. For example, you can have an all-in-one berth, or you can make a living quarters style. Even an armory is possible. Number 10. Lastly, take a look at the stats of your ship. Now and then you will notice that with every piece added, the mass will increase. The mass impacts thrust of your engines, but also decreases the max jump range. At the same time, your mobility will be impacted, making it more difficult to maneuver. So there is also need for a good balance. Of course, there is hull strength, which basically means the health of your ship, shields, and cargo capacity. The more cargo, the better, but this in turn will impact your mass negatively. The top speed is also dependent on these factors and of the power provided to your engines. If you have 4 engines, each with a max power rating of 3, you'll have the potential to assign 12 units of power generated by your reactor to your engine. If your top speed with these 4 engines is 150, but you only assign 6 power to them, your effective speed will be around half of the top speed. Hopefully this video was helpful, and if it was, consider subscribing for more Starfield content. Thank you and have an awesome day.